baby hot, don't speak to any moment. Product of her environment, shout out the global woman. Can't box her in with any trend, no, she's a global woman. Call Fire Marshal Bill, like, let me tell you something. Flawless, beautiful, follow codes down to her toes. Cuticles, picking rolls with the flow. Slam dunking all the goals. Silvers for the novice and golds for the pros.
What's going on, everybody on What's going on, everybody, tonight on YouTube and on Facebook Live? We come to you tonight to interrupt your regular scheduled program. Hey, y'all, we got a banger tonight. The mic is hot. Yeah, the phone lines are ready. We about to get into this thing. But before we start, hey, Facebook, do me a huge favor. Go to YouTube. You got to sign in because I heard if you don't sign in, you can't comment. So sign in to YouTube. Go to Nutz and Boltz, Nutz N-U-T-Z, and the and sign Boltz B-O-L-T-Z of life, and watch us live on YouTube. All right. Hey YouTube, don't forget to click that like button. It's the thumbs up. Then slide your finger on over and press the subscribe. And don't forget to click the all so you get all of notifications when we're going live or dropping new content. Lastly, share. You might ask, share this video to where? Well, most of us have Facebook, so that's where you can share it to, or anywhere you desire. Yes. Please share these messages with your friends and family. We want to get these messages out to as many people as possible. So share. Also, check out this small video about my Stop Playing Apparel company. Stop Playing was created to motivate, inspire, uplift, and inform individuals about viewing life through an alternate lens. No two individuals travel the same road or embark on the same journey. Yet obstacles are faced by all. Despite the challenge, if you believe it, you can achieve it. By purchasing a shirt, you can be part of motivating and inspiring someone to achieve greatness. Come join the movement at stopplaying.net. And remember, it's more than fashion. It's a statement. It's hoodie season, y'all. So check out my hoodies. I got some hoodies out there. It's hoodie season. Check me out. Also, we're doing something new. Every time we hit the 200 milestone mark with subscribers, we will go into the chat and find one or two people and send them a gift. But you must be a subscriber to participate. Again, you must be a subscriber to participate. We got some gifts we want to give away. That's a token of our appreciation that you guys are rocking with us and following us. Lastly, if you like what we're doing and you'd like to send us a donation, there's a QR code right on the screen. All monetary gifts are appreciated. We thank you in advance for your gifts. But I understand if you can't scan the QR code, so there's a cash tag at the bottom of the screen. The cash tag is Nutz. It's $, Nutz N-U-T-Z, Boltz B-O-L-T-Z 1. Again, it's $, Nutz Boltz 1. With that being said, welcome to Nutz and Boltz of Life. I'm your host. I'm the CEO of Stop Playing Apparel. I reside in South Carolina, and my name is Edmund Chapman.
My name is Kyra from California.
And my name is Obi, and I live in North Carolina.
Welcome, guys. And tonight we just got the team. So you know how we always started off. We always start off with Ed's story time. Watch this cool graphic. I like my little graphic. Ed's story time. So tonight, Ed's story time is about putting God first. And sometimes God speaks to us through people, through music. You might see a billboard while you're on the highway. God has many ways of speaking to us. And today I heard this prayer / song, and the words, if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you saw the video I put up. But the words said, you thought it was going to break you, but I sent it to make you. You thought it was time in, but I had to process you. Again, you thought it was going to break you, but I sent it to make you. You thought it was time in, but I had to process you. And many times we don't understand the things we're going through is not to break us. the things we're going through. You might have went through something last week, last month, a year, 2 years ago, and you wonder like, why am I going through this? It's to make you a better person. It's help mold and shape you into what he wants you to be. And you're gonna be better off in the long run. You might be able to use your story to help someone else. I told a friend the other day, I said, without a testimony, you got to have a test. There is no test. I mean, there's no testimony without a test. That's what I told her. You cannot have a testimony until God sends you a test. And I think the thing that most of us fail to do is put God first. Even me. Now, I'm not the best Bible scholar, but I think I have one of the highest faith out there. I think my faith can challenge anybody's when you come to this pure faith and believing. But even I wasn't putting God first. When I started this podcast, I started the podcast and then I prayed about it. I studied the other way around. I studied praying about it and then started it. When I started to stop playing apparel company, I started a company, then I prayed about it. And many times, I'm sure you out there doing the same thing. You start a relationship and then you pray about it. Again, not a marriage. You start a relationship and then you pray about it. When you should pray about getting into a relationship before you even dive into that. You should pray and ask God, is this your time to get into that relationship? If you're starting a business, before you put pen to pad, you should pray first and put God first before you even write the first business idea down. And I think a lot of us do it backwards, and that's why we be going through the hardship and struggles we go through. But if you put God first in everything, it's manifesting in my life right now because I'm learning from this day forward to put God first and not put him second. He's not an add-on. He's the leader of our life. So put God first, and I promise everything will be better for you. Obi, what's tonight's topic?
Yes, sir. Tonight's topic is called Two Can't Play That Game. The reason why we chose this, me and Ed were just talking this past weekend, and I can't remember who thought of it, if it was him or if it was me, but we was like, yeah, we could talk about that. So tonight we're going to talk about things that men can't do that women can do, and things that women can do that men can't do. I'm super excited because some of the things we probably gonna talk about are gonna be funny, thought-provoking, weird, awkward, but we're gonna touch it all, hopefully. I'm ready. I'm really excited about this one, Ed. And you too, Kyra. You know, everybody always seen Kyra. Let me put that out there real quick. Yeah. That's two things that we can't do. I can't never get a W on Kyra because she paying all her coworkers and family members to do stuff. But we're gonna talk about that later. Let me digress.
Step your game up.
Oh
Step
gosh.
your game up.
Oh gosh. Let me take a drink of my water.
Kyra, what you think tonight's topic on? What you think about tonight's topic? How it's gonna manifest and whatnot?
I think it's going to be a good topic. At the end of the day, we're talking about double standards, and double standard means that it's something that is acceptable for a certain person or group of people, but when it comes to someone else doing that exact same thing, then the rules of engagement are different or the outcomes are different. So at the end of the day, Two Can't Play That Game is all about the double standards that we face in today's society, and that some of them have plagued us for quite some time.
All right. See, I love Kyra get a good definition. So tonight we're talking about double standards, basically. Two can't play that game. So I'm gonna throw one out first for y'all. And this happened recently. Kyra, this young lady got my number from somewhere. I don't know where she get it from. And she called me and sent me a text. Now, if I was to do that to you, how would you feel? If I was to get your number for some random person and call and text you, how would you feel about that?
It would depend on the delivery and the message. It could come across as super creepy or like stalkerish or this is awkward, but it could also come across like, for me, I think the proper channel to go through would be letting the person who you got the number from know that you're interested, so that they could make an introduction. I would definitely feel a type of way about the person that gave out my number, because I personally wouldn't give someone else's number out without their permission, especially in today's day and age. However, with all that being said, if something was put out there like, hi, my name is XYZ, I got your number from Millie, and I found you really attractive. I wanted to know if you're in a relationship or if we could pursue a friendship. If it was something kind of smooth and explaining the situation like that, it would be less creepy, but it would be creepy.
See, exactly my thought process. But women think it's okay. Some women think it's okay to just call a guy or get a guy number for somebody, and they don't think it's creepy.
So was it creepy for you when you received that text message?
Yeah, I was like, how does she get my number? I was so like how does, I still to today, I don't know how this person got my number. I'm still like, what? Like the text message came through. I'm like, how did you even know? How does this possible? So
are you communicating with her?
No, it was like one text, and I'm like, huh? Like, and I know this person through another person, but I was so weird. Like, and I asked that person, like, did you give this person my number? They was like, no. So I don't even know how the person got my number. It was super weird. Like, then I thought about it, and I was talking to Obi about it. Like, man, what if I did the exact same thing to somebody? They probably cuss me out.
Oh yeah,
and be
it would
mad,
not be acceptable.
Block me and all kind of stuff. Go ahead, Obi.
Yeah, I'm just saying it would not be acceptable. Because if you gave me Kyra's number and I just text Kyra out the blue, oh, that's a surefire way. Exactly. I ain't even have to finish a sentence. Surefire way to get blocked.
And the thing about men, we don't go around just blocking people. No. We don't get really mad about it. Just like that's kind of odd. But women would go to the extreme, probably be yelling and cussing, like who the hell, and blocking all kind of stuff. That's why it's like two can't play that game when it comes to that.
Yep. And they're gonna tell all their friends too. Girl, do you know that Ed text me? I ain't even get Ed my number. How Ed get my damn number? They're gonna put it on Instagram. They telling all their little friends, all their little minions and all.
Where the horns at? Where the horns at?
Come on,
bars right now. That was good.
It depends on the type of people you be messing with.
Mess with good people, Kyra. Good people.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure
you
do.
That was one of mine on my mini list. What's one of y'all have?
Go ahead, Kyra. I'll let you go first.
I was gonna let you go first, Obi.
Okay.
Oh,
thank you.
You nice on vacation
last week or something? Mine is kind of different, and I'm gonna say a whole lot of things tonight. I don't want nobody to take offense to nothing. Talking about Team Kyra, you don't know what you're talking about and all that. But what I'm gonna say is, I think women, you can argue that women are more comfortable expressing like a wider range of emotions, like crying and being vulnerable and things like that. I'm not saying that men can't cry. I'm not saying men can't be vulnerable. I'm just saying it's not really accepted on our side like it's on your side.
Of being emotional and crying?
Expressing emotions and crying and being vulnerable. If I got on this podcast and I said, oh my gosh, Sheena broke up with me, all of the men on the podcast are gonna look at me like I'm crazy. What the hell is wrong with you? Why y'all got this dude on this podcast? Why he's so soft, blah, blah, blah. But if you got on this podcast and you said, it hurt me, he did this, he did that, everybody, all your little minions, you Get Fresh crew, be chiming in, girl, he ain't this, he ain't that. I tried to tell you, that's how they do you. They don't appreciate you. You're a good woman. You'll find somebody else. He must not know about you and all that.
But crying and sharing your emotions of going through your breakup are a different thing. Because if you eloquently stated that you're currently going through some things emotionally because you and the person that you were with for the last 2 years recently broke up, I feel like you could get the same amount of empathy and sympathy and concern and checking in to see if you're okay.
I don't think the average man is gonna cry and be vulnerable like that. I
It
just
doesn't
don't
have,
believe that.
but I'm saying that you're not comparing apples to apples because you're saying that the man is coming on and being, oh my gosh, Sheena broke up with me, versus the woman saying, I just ended this relationship. And
That's
like,
not what I said. I didn't say that. You used that. You
Let's
changed
go.
it up.
Let's
I
go.
said Ed just broke up with me. He cheating, and a man can say the same thing, but we can't be vulnerable on camera. You can. We can't. I can't call Ed tomorrow and be like, "Yo, Erica broke up with me, bro." Ed ain't gonna listen to me. He's not gonna listen to me. He gonna hang up the phone. Actually, he's probably gonna tell me to get a pair and then hang up the phone and call me back after I get myself together. Meanwhile, your girl Shaquita, she gonna listen to you. She gonna say, "Come on over and have some drinks and stuff like that." You looking too far into it, Kyra. But I'm sure your team of minions will be saying something in a minute. Obi acting sensitive. He being sensitive tonight like he always do.
So let's set the record straight and nip this in the bud. I don't have any minions.
Okay, you
I
get fresh
have
crew.
intelligent and intellectual women
That you pay.
can connect with me,
That
and
you
that
pay.
we are on the same page, and we know how to vocalize and communicate effectively our thoughts and feelings.
That
They
you
are
pay.
not they are not minions. I don't
That you
have
pay.
to pay anyone because support for success comes for free.
Ooh, what the bar? What the barns at? What the horns at? I like that last a little bit. That was a bar. But I get Obi. I get
See, there go another double standard. I ain't get my horns. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
that was a double
You're
standard.
right, Shannon. He is crying already. You're right.
Okay, I understand where Obi is coming from, because like he's saying that if he cried on this show about a girl, that we were looking kind of sideways. The men, not the women. The men probably were looking like, come on now. And if Kyra cried on this show, the women would feel sympathetic to him. So I understand what he was
That's
what he's
all I'm
alluding
saying.
to.
I ain't switched nothing up, Kyra. Whew.
No comment. So I'm going to take it into appearance. And I feel that sometimes, especially we can even focus it on the workplace, that if a woman comes to work just not necessarily done up or made up, I'm not talking about the lashes, 4-inch lashes or anything like that, but just like normal with chapped lips or something like that, I feel like people would side eye her and look at her a type of way. But if a man comes to work and he is just like regular, beard barely groomed or combed or anything like that, and they step in the workplace, it's just like, he's a guy, as opposed to, oh, what's wrong with you? Or are you feeling okay? If you don't have like that gloss on or little glowing skin, you didn't do your morning routine, so your face may not be glistening. I think that's a double standard that we deal with.
Hey, hold on, Kyra, because I want you to repeat the beginning of that. But hey, Facebook. So the topic is two can't play that game. Two can't play that game. That's the topic. So basically, we're talking about double standards. I know somebody just asked in the chat what was the topic. Two can't play that game. And we got only one more minute. So you want to watch the rest of this, you must go to YouTube. So I got one more minute. I'm gonna log off Facebook. Kyra, can you repeat the beginning with the woman? What how the woman dressing? Like what happened?
In terms of appearance, that I think women in the workplace have a certain look. Like you can't just look like you rolled out of bed. Someone would look at you sideways, as opposed to a man can come to work looking any kind of way. Clothes may not even be ironed, just looking a hot mess. And if it was a woman that did that exact same thing, then people would feel a type of way and some side eyes would be eyeing. I
can agree, especially if you used to seeing her look a certain way every day. And then, because think about it, a man might come looking like a bum every day or whatever. And a woman might come looking good every day, and then she have an off day. I don't know if this is what you're saying, but if she have an off day, we might look at like, what the hell, you? What's going on? You
Mm-hmm.
okay? You going through something at home? You need a little bit of cash? What's going on? Because we're so used to you looking a certain way. Now,
Yeah, and
if
it
you,
becomes an expectation.
yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. Um, the person in the chat and Facebook, I will send it to your inbox the link in a second. But yeah, it does become an expectation. And even if the woman came, so what about if the woman came bummy every day and the guy came bummy every day? Oh, what you thought about? What you think about that? Would it still be a double standard?
No, not if something
If
was
the,
said. If something wasn't said, no.
mm,
Oh, go ahead, Obi.
mm, Team Kyra just doesn't know how to hear. She can't hear. She doesn't know the difference between Obi and Kyra. What are people gonna say now? Anyway,
They're gonna keep saying
can
Team
you repeat the
Kyra.
question since I was so rudely interrupted? Ed?
Okay, before I repeat the question, hey, the phone lines are open. The phone lines are open 704-891-9560. Again, the phone lines are open 704-891-9560. And also chat and Kyra, let me know if I'm saying this right. If you guys got any double standards, you can also list them in the comments. We would like to read those out if you know any double standards. Oh, but I
And
was saying, what if a woman came bummy every day to work? And a man come every day to bum me every day to work, would it still be a double standard, or would be like, okay, would you still, I guess, expect more out of her, or would you still side at her, or would be like, whatever, that's just Keisha,
I
that's just
think
what
people would
Keisha does.
expect for Keisha to come to work put together,
People or men,
huh?
people
People.
or
Oh,
men.
men. No, men and women. I would say men and women. Um, I'm not gonna care what you come to work looking like, Ed. Like for real. I don't know too many dudes that's gonna care what you come to work looking like. But a woman like coming to work, not put together, clothes not ironed, hair not done, whether it's natural or not, a little bit of lip gloss or something, nails and all. I think people, male and female, will say something. But if a dude come to work and his beard ain't, together, if he didn't comb his beard, shirt or pants wrinkle, you know what I'm saying? He got like a little gut and his shirt come over the gut. Somebody's gonna say something to him if he ain't put together. Or if they don't say that to him, they're gonna probably say something under their breath or talk to their coworkers about him. But for women, yeah, somebody's gonna say something. More than
So both,
likely.
so you saying both parties would get side eye, and that's what you're saying, Obi?
For women, yeah, not for men, because like, and back in the day now, I didn't always iron my shirts when I went to work. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, bro. I didn't. That was back in the day, long, long, long time ago. But now it's different. But I like the office that I work in now, I see it every day. Guys just come to work. It's like they just got some stuff out the dryer and put it on, and come to work. They don't care about the appearance. They don't care about shaving. They don't care about having the beard edged up. They don't comb the beards and none of that. But the ones that do, you can tell they got their stuff together. But for the most part, dudes really don't care about it. Some dudes don't care about their appearance like that, because I don't want to say dudes don't, because somebody's gonna get offended. Some dudes don't care about their appearance when they go to work, but most females do care about their appearance.
That's good. Hey, Facebook, I'm about to log off. I told y'all I had one more minute. But if you just go to my page, just go, y'all, my Facebook friends, just go to my page. You click the link right there. It's right on my page. So go to my page and it's click the link. It's right there. But we tune it off. Hey, Kyle,
Hey,
what's
let me
going
read
on
some
in
of
the
these
chat?
comments real quick.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. One of you.
All right. One comment that said men aren't allowed to show their emotions. Another commenter says a man or woman will never look at Obi the same if he's sitting around crying like a baby. One commenter says there are definitely double standards in societal expectations of appearance, where women are often expected to maintain an appealing appearance. One commenter says this possibly is influenced by the expectation that women are expected to position themselves to attract or please men, while similar pressures are not as strongly imposed on men. And the last comment I'm gonna read really quick. And this is one of my like double standards. Uh, Commenter says there are definitely double standards when it comes to bodies. Like men can have many and it's cool, but a woman will be of no value if she got a lot of bodies.
And you said that's one that is your double standard?
Yeah, because if a man, like, I don't know how many people anybody has slept with, but if a woman has slept with more than 10 people, a guy may be like, oh, okay, she got too many, but I'm not gonna deal with that. Whereas if somebody was trying to holler at Ed and said, Ed, how many people you slept with? And Ed said 10, a woman would be way more accepting of that. In my opinion. In my opinion.
That's actually one of mine too, Obi. And I'm gonna go a little bit deeper with it. I'm gonna go even more realistic, probably. If a guy slept with 5 women, I mean, they got nice shapes, but they ain't worth 2 cents. They horrible people, horrible personalities. They treat people like trash. That guy still would be considered a pimp, a player, smooth with it. But if a lady slept with 2 guys, only 2, and these guys are rare groomed, they are well established, they have a lot of things going for themselves. They are almost look like could be husbands. That woman still would look at as a hoe. And
For
that is
sleeping with 2 people?
at one time, yeah. Not a
Wait,
threesome.
2 people at a time or 2 people, period?
If she's leaving with like about 2 to 3 people, period. Like say right now, say Kyra,
In
you
your
sleep.
lifetime?
No.
A
Say right now, you had 2 guys you were sleeping with right now. Not a threesome, you just sleeping with 2 to 3 guys right now.
Okay.
And people and we knew about it. We're like, damn, Kyra out there. And it's a double standard because it'd be like, damn, Kyra's sleeping with 3 guys, sleeping with Obi. Let me see in the chat. Cortez and Henry, dog. But if I was sleeping with Shannon and who in the chat, PTH and Sheena and somebody else, I wouldn't be viewed the same way. And I believe that's a double standard. And I'll understand why it is.
I would consider you a man whore if you were sleeping with multiple people at the same time. Personally.
You would, but most men probably be like, oh man, that's what's up. Especially if they look at the way the girl's shapely too. Like, oh man, Ed, okay, I see you out here. But
okay,
is that what your thoughts are, Obi?
Huh?
Is that your thoughts? You be high-fiving and
yeah, because I'm a dude. I ain't gonna say I'm high-fiving, but I'm not gonna say nothing bad about him. But if he would be a man whore, Kyra, I have a question for you. What would you call Erica who was doing the same thing with multiple men? What would you label her as?
Who?
She could be a whore and he could be a man whore. They're both doing the same thing.
Okay, just a quick question. That's all.
I mean, there are people that too. I'm not saying that everybody that's sleeping with multiple people are labeled as whores, because there's some people that have open relationships and get down with sharing and passing and different things like that, to each his or her own.
But the thing about it, Kyra, is women might say, Ed, a man, you said man whore?
I would say
but then they want to test it, then they still want to test the waters. That's what's weird about it. They say you're a man whore, but they still wanted to have deep into that, like, but this boy, not me per se, but this guy out there doing his thing, and they still want to fool with that guy. But on the flip side, if we knew a woman was out there doing her thing, we might be like, oh no, I ain't about to go behind Obi. Oh hell no. You know what I'm saying? So it's
wait a minute.
I'm just throwing a name out there. So it's still like a double standard. So I definitely understand that. And it's kind of weird to me that it is a double standard, because either both of them are just enjoying life or both of them are hoes. Like it shouldn't be one or the other, But I think society has played a big part in that, and they have molded us, and they have embedded in our brain that men can get away with sleeping with multiple women, but women can't get away with sleeping with multiple men. And they both probably just out there just living their best life. So
okay, I got a question. Do and I know the answer to this. I just want to hear y'all opinion. Do y'all think we really live in a sexist society? Like, is our society really that sexist? And is it like that everywhere, or is it just here in the U.S.?
I think it's in different places because there's still other countries that don't value a woman, or where a woman is told how many kids she can have. She may not have control of her body. Some cultures, some religions, some dictators and forms of government choose what a family is going to look like or what a woman can and can't do.
I just can't see like, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be having a slow moment, but I just can't see like dudes in Africa looking at like Tanisha being like, "Hey, Tanisha's a hoe. I'm not gonna hit that," because they don't live the same lifestyle that we live.
Wait a
Again,
minute.
I could be wrong.
I'm confused. What are you saying?
Like, is America a sexist society, or is it just like, is it worldwide that like the whole world is sexist?
But I think over when you look at the overseas or whatever, they not having sex anyway, probably until they then married that person, because they probably already got the arranged marriages anyway. So they're
In
not out
certain
there
countries,
just
yeah.
right. They're not out there just having bodies out there. In certain countries, right? I don't think they're just having multiple bodies on their roster or whatever you want to call it. I think um, they are more into like getting that wife, unless they have what's it called, concubines or something like that. But
Mhm.
I think America probably the only one out here sleeping with everything walking. In
Okay.
my opinion, I don't know. This is my thoughts.
Okay. All right. What's the
But
next one, Ed?
but being sexist doesn't have to do with having sex. It has to do with having like different behaviors or policies that have to do with stereotypes and discrimination. So it's not the act of having sex or engaging in sex before marriage, after marriage, during marriage that is sexist.
Okay. All right. What's the next one, Ed?
Kyle, what they talking about in chat before we move on? See if they chimed in on this last double standard.
Let's see what they're saying. Um, it says it's not a double standard, folks. There are different standards for men and for women. And then, um, yeah, that's the most recent comment that's relevant to what we're currently talking about.
So what y'all think about that? Do y'all think it is a double standard, or is it two different standards for men and women?
I definitely think it's a double standard. Like across the board, not with just sex, even in like with employment, even in like with women being leaders, in church and government and politics. It's definitely double standard. That doesn't mean it's right, but it definitely is.
Okay. So I'm gonna throw out another one since you brought up employment, Obi. I'm gonna bring another one up, and I'm gonna say something Kiki Palmer said today on Shannon Sharp show. It's pretty interesting.
Hmm.
So if a woman, and we talked about this before, okay, so if y'all remember a few podcasts ago, we talked about being safe, feeling safe and secure, right? And a lady
Hmm.
on the show said, if a man doesn't make what she makes or more, then pretty much she's not gonna be with that guy. And so the double standard in that is, if a woman was to make, let's just say 50,000, no, yeah, 50,000, and a man was to make 40,000, she probably wouldn't want to be with that man because she don't feel like secure financially.
Hmm.
But if you flip it around and the man made the 50 and a woman made the 40, the man gonna say, we got 90, we can do something with this. We can figure it out, and we're gonna be able to live comfortable with that 90. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, why are we using it? Like, why can a man see it differently from a woman if they both should be able to see it the exact same way? And Kiki Palmer, and I wrote this down, she said something very interesting. I gotta see what she wrote it at. Because she from the crib. Shout out to Kiki Palmer. She from Chicago. But she said on Shannon Sharp show today. I'm gonna read exactly what she said. Um, she said she got into one day. She said something really horrible to her father. She told her father, "I'm the one making all the money." Her father said back to her calmly, and I want y'all ladies to really listen to what her father said. He said, "It's a lot more that goes into leading a family than making some money."
Mm.
He told his daughter, "It's a lot more." And so my point is, women look at the financial tip all the time, or oh, they'll make enough money, or they'll make what I make. That don't means he can't lead that family. That don't means he can't make sure everything is bills is handled, all the financial assets is good. He's allocating the money right. It doesn't mean he's a bad leader just because he doesn't make what the woman make. Nowadays, people feel like if you don't make 150,000, then you ain't doing nothing. When back to what I said the first time, that man could take that 90 and be good, but that woman won't take that same 90 and be good. What y'all think about that?
I think that it depends on the person, and I don't recall when I'm not tying how much money you make financially to your leadership knowledge, skills, or ability. I don't think that those two go hand in hand, because there are people that make a lot of money and that are narcissists and don't have any type of effective communication skills. They don't have any leadership skills. They think that because they make a lot of money that they can buy what they want or buy people, or that people have to listen to what they have to say, or they might be replaced, whether that comes to a friend or a girlfriend. Um, and so those two don't equal each other to me.
Right, you're correct. But what I'm saying is sometimes a woman won't even get a man the chance, knowing that he doesn't, like the lady said on the show, knowing he don't make what she makes. She only giving him a chance to see if he even could be a good husband to her or a good man because of the financial. That's what I'm saying. Like because of the like you see, you're correct. Just because you make a lot of money or you don't make a lot does not mean you could be a good leader or you might be a bad leader. But some ladies, not all, I'm not generalizing everybody in the chat and watching this later on the rebroadcast, but some women won't even give that guy a chance just because of his income. Oh, what you think about that?
Yeah, I agree with that. And just I'd say I agree with that just based off of like some podcasts that we've had in the past. Most women want their man or the man in their lives to make more money, and some want them to make significantly more money. Or they're not going to deal with you. They're not going to talk to you. Let's just look at, you can look at society, you can look at TikTok, you can look at Instagram. Most women want their man to make more money, and they want that man to pay their bills. And I'm not speaking for all because I don't want anybody to come at me, but that's just the way that it is.
And Kyle, why is that? Speaking from a woman's side, why you think women, not you per se, but why you think women look at it like that? Because you might look at it totally different than women, but why you think women might look at it like that?
I think that some women connect finances with security and with being taken care of. And yeah, they connect it to a man making a decent amount of money will be able to be a provider. And some people believe that it is a man's responsibility to be a provider, so that and I'm not talking about if you are dating someone. Like, I don't think it's a man's responsibility to pay a person's rent or mortgage if they're dating. I'm talking about a man in the provider role in terms of when the two become one and when there is marriage. And so I think that sometimes women, if there is a lack of income, they may not feel that that person is qualified to enter into a relationship that could turn into a marriage because they may not feel that he is able to financially provide for the family because of the lower income.
That's sad. That is sad because he may be the best thing smoking, and now you're walking away from him because you feel, not you feel. Because everything I heard Kyra say, I believe it was like, I feel that you're not able to provide financially. And it's crazy that it's a double standard when it comes to money like that. Yeah, we want to be the provider and everything, but if you just out there working and grinding and you only make the 45, but you got so much other things built to you than the money. And what happened to I'm a strong black woman? What happened to that, Obi? I'm a strong black woman.
Yeah.
That's what they love to
When
say.
you're black and independent and a black woman being married, those are two different. When you're black and single, and independent, those are two, to me, those are two different things than when you are in a marriage.
So when you get married, you're no longer strong and black. You're not
No,
longer a strong black woman.
I'm saying that there are different values. There's people that have values, and when you are doing things by yourself, then I might think a certain way, like what my income is. I know it's enough to pay my mortgage and for me to go on vacations and to live the life that I want to have. And then if there's someone that makes a significantly lower amount and we are going to enter into marriage, like what would that look like financially? Would that look like me carrying a majority of the bills and paying 80% and you paying 20% because that's all that you make? Like,
No, that's, you're making a good point. But also, I want to say, why can't y'all build together? Why can't you take the 100 and he take the 50 and make it 150 into the house? Because everything else he's about. He's a man of God. He's a good husband. If y'all got any children or don't, or he had whatever, he know how to handle his finances. Even the 50, he know how to handle it. You've been to his apartment or whatever he might have had. You're like, okay, he know how to handle his stuff. So it's not like he's a bum with 50. He just makes 50. You make 100. You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying, and I think that it is a double standard. I think that sometimes it is easy for women to be in relationships and or marriages, and based on how much income that male is bringing in equates to the amount of respect that they may get at home.
Ooh.
And there are some women that can demasculate men and say like, well, you're not paying the bills and you're not doing this and you're not doing that. And so I do agree that is a double standard and that it's not fair. But I think that when a man makes a significant amount less, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it's right. I've thought this way in the past when I was younger, like my name is on everything. Like, what are you talking about? What are you doing? What are you bringing to the table?
Oh.
Mm.
That's good. Whoa, that was a bar. So base is more about the way the woman thinking, not even the finances itself. Just her thought process.
Mm-hmm. For some people, yes.
For some part, right. We
For
can't
some
generalize
people,
everyone.
they think like you. Like we have 150 together. And I just think that sometimes it's challenging, and sometimes that can put more stress and strain on the woman because they have, say there's a woman that makes a decent amount of money and the person that she's with makes less money and they get something together. It's like she has to keep doing what she's doing because he is limited, or he only is bringing in a certain amount of money. So to sustain their lifestyle, instead of, say she has a kid and she wants to stop working, she can't stop working because the husband only makes a certain amount, and we're not going to be able to make this this mortgage if I take 5 years off to raise the child and to be at home with the kid.
That's good. So we don't stay on this all day. That was good though. Kyrie's in the chat, then we're gonna let Obi come in the one. But that was good though. I liked it. That was a good little dialogue right there.
Okay. A lot of times when you both have goals and y'all come together with a plan for entrepreneurship, then y'all skyrocket. Another person says, some women feel that they need that financial security from a man because they know that women make less and may not always be able to to independently support their family. And then another person said, finance and money does not create a good man. And one last person says, I'll read two more. Some women look at money as a security blanket. And then another person, to the double standard point of men making more than women, said, a woman can wear an outfit from Rainbow, but won't talk to a man who got dressed at Farm and Mills. I don't know what Farm and Mills is, but that's a double standard.
What is Farm and Mills?
That's a place in Chicago. That's like a
bougie.
It's like a it's like no, you don't want to chop it.
Huh?
It's hard to explain, but it's
like Nordstrom's or Neiman Marcus.
No, not even close.
Oh, lower.
Family Dollar.
Huh?
Family
like
Dollar.
Lower than those.
Oh.
Family Dollar.
Family Dollar. You can't buy no clothes from Family Dollar, but
Family Dollar.
Hey, you can buy clothes at Family Dollar.
I don't know what you do, but I have never seen clothes at Family Dollar.
Hey, y'all ain't at the right ones. Y'all ain't never been to the ones in the South.
It's like a Target, you know, like a Code, like something like that.
Oh, okay.
Like a lower end type place.
Okay, that ain't too bad.
Yeah. I was about to say something that threw me off. He said Family Dollar. That's totally oh, everybody, I see we got a lot of new people today in the chat. Make sure you guys are clicking the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. Okay, somebody put something up on the screen. So I guess we're going to read it. Put it on the screen. You might as well read it out. It's on the screen. Go ahead, read it.
What did it say? Wait a minute. Huh?
I read that already, but that's my bad. I apologize. I was trying to unstar stuff.
Yeah. So again, a lot of people that's in the chat that started today. Make sure you subscribe to us. And I heard people cannot comment. That's because you have to sign into YouTube to be able to comment. Create your little cheap account. I mean, not a cheap account, it's free. Create your free account, and then you have to sign in, and then you'll be able to comment on here. I heard that's been an issue. But yeah, subscribe, y'all. Click like, share, and subscribe. And also the phone line's open, 704-891-9560. We want to hear from you guys.
Like Kmart. Okay.
Yeah. Kmart, Kohl's.
Don't do Target. Kohl's has some expensive stuff.
I'm not shopping at Kohl's. I'm not shopping at Target. Unless from some dress clothes, maybe, but not no like Target is for the women. They shop at Target. But we ain't gonna get on to that. Hey, Obi, what you got?
I'll get you some towels from Target.
That's towels. We talk about clothing. See the double standard? We talk about clothing. She talking about towels.
She's getting excited about going shopping.
From Goodwill, from a yard sale. If it looks good and I can rock it, then I'll rock it.
Exactly. You said, say them things again. Say them again. You said Target.
I will wear something from Target, Goodwill, or any other thrift store. Macy's, Walmart, or a yard sale. I don't discriminate.
But let Obi go to a yard sale, a thrift store, a Target, or Walmart. It would be like, whoa, Obi, your funds are low. What's going on, brother?
I'm not materialistic.
I'm not getting a date, Ed. I'm not getting a date.
It doesn't need to be name brand and Chanel and Gucci and all that stuff. I'm not that person.
For you. But if we
For me,
think about a larger scope of people, they might look they might look sad. I mean, this everything we're saying tonight does not apply to every person,
right.
but
Mhm.
to the majority it does. Because even when we go way back to the beginning, what we talking about, those double standards didn't apply to everybody. But yeah, oh, become with some Thisto jeans on. I'm saying, oh man, where you get them pants from, man?
Why are you all in his label like that?
Go ahead,
That's
Obi.
funny. That's funny. All right, let me go ahead with mine. I think for me, and again, hey, this ain't for everybody, but if men did more self-care rituals, people would look at them funny. I'm not saying men don't go get haircuts and go get manicures and pedicures and all that, but if we started to go get waxes and go get our eyebrows waxed and get the hairs pulled off of our chest and on our arms all the time, I don't think it would be as acceptable as it is for you guys. You guys do that stuff all the time, once a week, once every other week. But we can't do that.
You can't be well groomed.
I'm not going to get my eyebrows waxed. I can tell you that, Kyra. I'm not going to get my
That's
underarms
different than going
waxed.
to the barbershop and
I
getting.
said self-care. I didn't say grooming. Kyra, I just went and got a manicure and pedicure today. I'm not. And before I said that, I said this ain't for everybody. I'm talking about the stuff y'all do, Kyra. We don't get lip fillers. We don't get our hair done, and we ain't trying to get our hair braided before we go overseas. I'm talking about generic stuff. Why are you
You
being
go
so
and get.
sensitive tonight?
I'm not being sensitive. I'm just making
Everything
sure
I
that
say, you
I'm
debating
making
everything I say.
sure
And
that we
you
are
work in HR. You should have a
comparing.
good memory, Kyra. Come on now.
I'm making sure that we're comparing apples to apples. So you saying me going and getting my hair done before I that is the same as you getting a haircut before you go on vacation.
I can't wait till we replay the podcast so you can see what I said when I said it. You so sensitive. Why you gotta be so sensitive?
So for the new people, thank you for joining. We do have Kyra versus Obi. So I see that y'all are able to chat. So please put what team you're on. If you're team Kyra or team Obi, who is name calling for some reason, but maybe it makes him feel good because he just got his nails done today. So I'm gonna leave it there and we can go to the next topic.
You just being so petty. That's all. I think that vacation took something out of you. Or maybe it
Now
put
I'm
something in you.
petty. I wasn't on vacation. I was at a conference, but I'm
Mm.
petty now. First, I'm petty. Now I'm sensitive, ladies. I don't know what's going to come out of this man's mouth
So
next.
Obi, are you saying? Let me really back in. So Obi, are you saying if a man go get his eyebrows waxed and what else?
We do
His
grooming.
chest
Like
hairs
we go get
pulled.
haircuts, we may go get manicures and pedicures, but for the most part, most men are not going to get waxed all the time like women get waxed. They get waxed in the private areas, they get waxed under their arms, they even get waxed on the lips. You know what I'm saying? Most men are not going to do that. That's something that we don't do. And if me and Ed went out to the bar, watch football, and have a drink, he got his eyebrows arched, I'm probably gonna move. Cause I'm gonna move. Like, what's up? Why you gonna get your eyebrows arched? You know what I'm saying? You can go get your beard trimmed, but your eyebrows, that's a bit extreme.
Well, Kyra, I see you looking sideways.
It's not worth my energy.
I I'm not looking into no man's eyes or eyebrows anyway, so I don't know if you got an arch wax string thing or nothing. I'm not looking at you that deep. Even if you
And
had was it manicure? Was it the manicure right for your nails? I'm not looking that deep at your nails. So I
and
wouldn't
shouts
know.
out to somebody that said Manscape. If you don't know what it is, Google it.
Not Manscaped. I do got Manscaped. I got one in my bathroom right now. I do got
If you
Manscaped.
don't know, find out.
Yeah, fellas, y'all better be manscaping. I'm just saying, women love it. I'm just saying, keep it smelling good, keep it fresh.
And that could be a double standard right there.
Ooh, come on now. Let's go.
Grooming of oneself, because some men might want their woman to have like their hair done, their nails done, or even when they go out a date to have makeup on and lip gloss and stuff like that and looking like $100 bill, but they have a 5 o'clock shadow, or they haven't been to the barber in a minute. They're not like brushing down their little beard or goatee, and they look a hot mess. And then to take it a step further into personal grooming on the south part of the body, they might want her to be waxed, but you have a lot going on in the jungle.
Look like a forest out down there.
Yeah. And that could be a double standard.
What y'all think about that in the chat? Y'all think about that grooming in the chat? Do y'all feel like men want y'all groomed down south, and do y'all want men groomed down south? Is it a double standard?
I'll answer that. Yes, we do. Yes. I'm going to answer for all men. Yes.
Mm.
Go ahead. What was that laugh for, Kyle?
So then if a woman told you, OB, then like, you want me clean as Mr. Clean. I want you clean too. Would you be mad at her if she said that to you?
Huh?
You said yes.
You don't know what Manscaped is.
First of all, I know what that is. That's not a word that I use. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't talk to Ed. Hey, Ed, have you manscaped today? No. You may talk to your girls like that, but I don't talk to Ed like that.
It's a product.
Oh, I thought it was a thing. My bad.
It's kind of both, but go ahead and answer the question.
What was the question again?
The question was, if you just said yes, all men want a woman to be clean down south. Mm-hmm. So what if a woman, if you told a woman that, and then she came back at you like, I want you clean too, would you be offended?
If I was in a serious relationship with her and that's what she wanted, definitely, for sure. But yeah, just leave it at that.
Would you be offended at all that she came at you like that though?
Would I be offended? Nah. Mm-mm.
What if you wasn't in a relationship with her? What if there's somebody y'all about to get it down for the first time? Y'all about to, let's get it on. Oh, let's get it on. And she said,
what you gotta do, bro.
And she said, you need to go manscape real fast.
Hey, I'm good. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna hit the comments real quick because we asked people to chime in.
Yes,
a clean area is about preferences. Some men like a bush, some men like it naked. Another person said, so what you're saying, Obi, is that you don't keep yourself groomed, LMAO. And
no issues here, boo.
Another person said being clean is always best. And one last person chimed in with every 4 to 5 weeks wax, no excuses. We all grown.
I like
That's
that.
Good. I like that. So I'm gonna bring it back to another one I thought about, and I almost go back to what Obi said earlier, but mine is a little bit different. Let me make sure I say it right. So, if a woman was to call her friends up, telling her, okay, Kyra, I'm gonna use Kyra and Obi. Kyra was to call her friends up and say how much she like Obi, how much she in love, how great Obi is, how great their relationship is, etc., etc. If she said that to me or to let's say Shannon, we both were like, oh, okay, Kyra, that's dope. That's what's up. But on the flip side, if Obi was to go and say, man, how much she like Kyra, how much she is such a dope person, how much she in love with her, all kind of lovey-dovey stuff, men might call Obi a simp, might call him weak, might say all kind of stuff just because he's showing his emotions for his woman. Where we won't feel the same way about Kyra showing her emotions for her man. And before y'all chime into that, we got a caller. Then we're gonna come back to that one. All right, caller, you on the line with Nuts and Bolts. The first question we're going to ask you is: are you Team Kyra or Team Obi?
Uh, I don't know which one. Obi is saying what women is. What's their view?
Obi is saying basically, Obi is saying that if men did the exact same thing women do, it wouldn't be accepted. And Kyra saying if women did the exact thing men do, it wouldn't be accepted. So they doing double standard on different sides of the spectrum.
Okay, I'm sorry. One more time. So Obi is saying if men did what women do,
women
they
wouldn't
won't be
accept
accepted.
it. Yeah, and then Kyra saying if women did what men did, it wouldn't be accepted.
I don't think that's a right setup for the question.
Yeah. I'll say Obi then.
You say you Team Obi? Okay. So what's your statement you want to make tonight?
Is this Ed?
This is Ed.
Oh, what's up, this Daniel, man?
What's going on?
Yeah. Hey, no, I was going to say, well, I didn't want to change the topic, but I had a discussion with a group of people, and it was a gay guy in the group. And then they were saying that they were saying like a girl can be a lesbian and still come back and actually be and still date men. But if the man was like gay, he can't come back and a women will date him. I don't know if that's like the topic
yes.
or
actually that's a good one.
No.
That's a good one. That's a good one, caller.
Thank you, caller, for that. That's a good. We're actually going to talk about that in a minute. Thank you, caller. So I want to chime into that one, but I want to go back to the one I just said previous to that. Then I think that's it. That is a pretty good double standard right there.
Mm-hmm.
So go back to the what I said about the lovey-dovey. If Kyra was showing her emotions for Obi, that it would be okay, everybody be cool. But Obi was showing all his emotions for Kyra, and people call him weak and a simp. What y'all think about that?
I agree with it. And I don't think everybody would, but I think if I was being all emotional to my significant other, her and some of her friends might think it was cool, but all of them wouldn't think it's cool. But if I did that around Ed and like EG and all of that, they're gonna call me a simp. They're gonna call me a cornball. Hey man, you good? You all right? Because it's just a double standard. And as soon as Kyra say what she's gonna say, I want to get back to what the caller said real quick.
I hear what you all are saying. I just think it kind of depends on the type of caliber men that you surround yourself with. Because if you have people that are like maybe mentors or people that are married, and you're saying like this girl is really, we're really clicking, we're really connecting, I'm really feeling her, and we're going to take things to the next level. Maybe it's just my lack of knowledge for how men are, but it seems like depending on the group of people that you're talking to, it could be like, getting wisdom and different things like that, and not like you're a sucker kind of thing. But I could have the game all wrong because I'm not a man.
But I think it's more than just being a sucker. I think it's like some guys might say, yeah, I get it. You like Kyra a lot, but man, you know what I'm saying? Are y'all in a relationship yet? No. Well, you should just be out here doing your thing then, man. And you in your mind, friend, you like, no, I'm trying to court Kyra. I like Kyra a lot. And they like, yeah, I get it. That's cool. But man, you still should be out here having a couple other side pieces on the side until you and Kyra lock it down. But on the flip side, a woman wouldn't tell you that you still have some other guys on the side. They'd be like, oh man, so Kyra, are you gonna take it further, Kyra? Are you gonna get a relationship with Obi? Like what's the next step? What's the next process? I think that's the double standard there. Even the most mature men, even your mentors or great men, they still might be like, that's cool, but until y'all lock it down, you still should be out there doing your thing. And women ain't gonna say the same thing to you.
And another question a man is gonna ask is, did you hit it yet? Even though you only been talking to somebody for a day or two, did you hit it yet?
That is correct.
Good to know.
Oh, what you say? You want to get back to the caller, Obi? What you saying about the caller?
Yeah, the caller about the double standard, and I believe that's true. When he was talking about men being like gay and being with a man and then coming back being with a woman, because there's not too many women that's gonna do that. But if a woman is gay, a man is going to accept her whether she's gay, straight, and or bisexual. That's just, unfortunately, that's how most men are wired.
Mm-hmm.
And I can agree with that. We had a caller, but no,
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back to that. I want to get to the call. I want to hold
Okay.
it for so long. Caller, you're on the line with Nutz and Boltz. Are you team Kyra or team Obi? And what's your statement?
All right, first off, how y'all doing this evening?
What's going on, sir?
Great.
I am
What
Team
about
Kyra.
OG's back? Okay, OG's back. I ain't heard from you in a while. Go ahead.
Yep. Hey, but I just want to hit on two things. One would be the emotions of the man, and then the second would be also finances and those double standards. First and foremost, like I do agree to a little bit of an extent, not a significant amount, that men, we typically move differently, but I kind of gotten to a point in my life to where I kind of have to counter that because I've seen too many significant emotional events to the point where people had to go seek higher help, or maybe they should have said something sooner and they're no longer with us. So I never stopped at like, hey, a guy needs to stop crying or he's showing too much emotion or stuff like that. I draw the line at that because I've seen it way too often. All right. So I'm the type of person, me and all my homies, and I got to pay Kyra a compliment because she says kind of the caliber of men that you hang around. We all like super, I'm like, hey, if you need anything, let me know. And they're the same way, right? So it's all about the people you hang around. And if any other man thinks that I'm less of a man for that, hey, I'm cool with it. I don't care. It don't bother me none. As long as we keeping people around and then getting the people the help that they need. On the flip side, right, when my homies call me and stuff like that, I know it's very, very serious. When some of my homegirls call me, I know it's serious to them in that moment. But at the same time, I'm still giving them the care that they, you know what I mean, that they're looking for. But one is more frequent than the other, that's for sure. And then the finance portion of it, right? One thing that I'm seeing is a very common trend. If they're like neck and neck, it probably won't be as big of a difference from what I'm seeing. But if the woman is making a significantly larger amount than the man is, one of two things is going to happen. She has to either find, and this is just what I'm saying, she either has to find somebody who's making way more than she is, or what I'm also seeing is she's going with somebody who's making way less than she is, like a whole lot less. Why that is, I'm not really sure. I got a theory, but at the same time, I could be wrong. And I'm going to let, Kyra debunk me, or, the women in the comments debunk me, because this is where we learn. My opinion is in that once they make so much money at a certain point, they kind of work themselves into a spot where they can do whatever they want to do, whenever they want to do it. Now, if they date somebody higher class than them, right, or financially making a lot more than them, they can continue to do what they want to do, and possibly either on their dime or somebody else's dime. Or two, if they date somebody way like less financially stable than them, then the other person's trying to like take care of their stuff, and then this person, she can still do what she want to do, and this person can't really say anything about it, if that makes sense. So that's kind of the common thing that I'm seeing, and that's my guess as to why. I'm not sure if that's necessarily the case, but that's just kind of my idea. But I do date women that makes way more than me, but at the same time, if they have like a problem or something like that, to where they think that the money is like a factor, in my opinion, then I just let them go ahead and do their thing. You know what I mean? And then grooming. Yeah, you got to be well grown. Period. You got to be well grown, mani patties, all that good stuff. Take care of yourself, man. At the end of the day, I found that some women like different things. They like a well groomed man. Some of them like some rugged man. Like everybody is different. Just be true to who you are and what makes you happy, and then find the woman that matches that. That's my 10 cents.
All right. Thank you, caller. One of our OGs. He said a mouthful. That was good though.
Mm-hmm.
I like what he said.
Yeah.
He alluded to the money. I dated a few women, I believe, that probably made more than me, but I don't know if they even knew they make more than me, because I was still able to go out and do what I wanted to do and take them out and have my own apartment, and it's pretty nice, but it ain't the best, but it's pretty decent, So I understand what he's saying about that. But back to the other caller, I believe so, because if a person is bisexual, we just look at them as homosexual. For a man, we'll never let them flip back. It's
Mm-mm,
like that's
mm-mm.
them. But on the flip side, it's not right. But on the flip side, if a woman was bisexual or a lesbian and came back over to just being heterosexual, we would accept her. And yeah, that's not right. But that's because we were programmed to think a certain way. All through life, we've been programmed to think X, Y, and Z. And more and more and more, we started getting programmed, even with finances. And now we're instilling that to our children, and we're programming them. And who knows if we're programming them the right way. So we're gonna let Kyra hit one last one, Obi one last one, and then I will wrap it up.
And then I just want to say, if you are new, thank you for being here. Please make sure that you click like and subscribe
And
to
Kyra, before you
our
go, hit the
channel.
comments too. Before you go,
All right.
I'm sorry, cut you off. Before after you finish saying what you're gonna say, then hit the comments, then say your last year. No, you did.
Okay. If you went in the back, you can't come to the front. So nope, caller, you can't. Y'all know what the back is from the front.
And that's for me. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. That's for men, not. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely not.
That caught me off guard.
Hey, me
You went to
too.
the back. You can't. What to say that again? No, don't
I
say it
guess it's
again.
man on man crime.
Keep
Right.
going. Keep going.
Another person said, "Nah, you absolutely got it right. If being in the back, you can't come back to the front." Wait, did I just read? No, it was a different thing. It was just worded differently. Those are the comments that are. Another person said, "Nope, you can't flip back." And I thought it was a good. At first, I was like, "That is not what we were talking about," but that is absolutely what we were talking about. And I think that was an amazing example of a double standard when it comes to sexuality. And I think part of the reason that double standard is there is because there are some men that fantasize about being with two women, or about having watching or participating with two women together. And there are some men also that encourage that type of behavior in their relationship, where they want to have a threesome or see their woman with someone else. And so I just feel like that's part of why the double standard is there, because there are some men that want their cake and eat it too.
So, what's your final thought about the show?
Final thought about the show. I enjoyed the conversation and being able to just listen and see what people had to say. Yeah, I thought it was really engaging, and I appreciate the callers calling in and bringing that to the table, because at first I was just like not being open-minded, but then I listened and understood. So I just appreciate all the different mind think that is at the table and the sharing.
And do you want to announce what we're trying to do for the last month, the last Wednesday of the month, and then Obi, you can go.
Yes. So for the last Wednesday of the month, it's gonna be just the three of us, the gang, and we're going to talk about different topics. And then we encourage you to chime in on the chat. If you have like any questions that you want to ask us, then we'll be able to answer those questions for you, whether that's about us or about the podcast, just like getting to know us a little bit. And then also talking about, we may throw in a couple different topics as well. And then most importantly, it is almost Thanksgiving and it's almost 2025. Our goal is to increase our numbers in subscriptions. So The last Wednesday of the month, we're going to be putting out some challenges. So our challenge for you is to invite people to watch the podcast with you in the live show. And then when you have 2 people, so for me, I am a little bit of an overachiever sometimes. If someone told me to invite 2 people, I'm going to send a text message with the link. Like when you go to YouTube, you can go share. And then when you share, you can copy the link. So I would copy paste that link and throw it out to 10 people, because out of 10 people, maybe 3 people will watch, or maybe 2 people will watch. But the goal is 2. And then you can put in the chat who you have watching. This is on the last Wednesday of the month. And then we'll be able to confirm it, and you'll enter into a drawing for a prize. So that's a challenge that we have that is going to start the last Wednesday of this month. And then if you haven't already, make sure that you click like and subscribe. Obi?
Thought it was a good show. Appreciate the people in the chat. Thank you to everybody new that's watching. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we look forward to seeing and hearing from you in the future. And that's all I have.
That was good. So what did you thought about the show, Obi, in general?
It was good. I think it was a good show. I thought I said that. I mean, maybe I didn't. It was a good show. Looking forward to next week. Oh, yeah.
My bad. You might have said it. So I want to double back on what Kyra said. So next week would be the last Wednesday of the month, but we're not having a show next week, unfortunately. Thanksgiving is that Thursday, so I will be traveling. Other people will be traveling on that Wednesday. So we will not have a show next week because of traveling purposes, but we will be back the first Wednesday in December. So that last Wednesday in December where we would do the giveaways and stuff. So click, like, and share, guys. We will be back. We're only going to miss one Wednesday for Thanksgiving. So everybody have a great, great Thanksgiving. And then tune back in that very next week. Don't fall off because we missed one Wednesday. It's only one Wednesday. Kyrie, wait, hold on. I think Kyrie had to end up.
Yeah, I have a church hand up.
Go ahead,
I just want to say, for those that are new, our show is every Wednesday. Same bat time, same bat channel, with the exception of this Wednesday coming up. So once Thanksgiving is out the door, then we're going to go strong again every single Wednesday at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, and 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So we look forward to having y'all, to seeing y'all not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. And then I see you, Shannon, that you're gonna win. All right, Ed, that's all I need to say.
Okay. So she rudely interrupted my monologue. No, I was kidding. We're a team. I love my team. So yeah, she said it, but it's 8 o'clock Central Time, not 7 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock Central Time and 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But I think tonight was a fun topic. We was able to find out some of the double standards. And like I said earlier, what I alluded to was, I believe we have been conditioned for years. Some of these double standards should not be double standards, but unfortunately they are. And the only way we're going to change is by having conversations like tonight and maybe re-engineer the way we're thinking about things. Have open dialogue, have open conversation, and say, hey, why is it that XYZ can do this, but if I did X, Y, and Z, it's not acceptable? And trying to find a common ground, maybe trying to find a solution. But we have to reprogram the way we think. Again, there will not be any show next week. So if you want to be on the first Wednesday in December show, you can hit up Tashina Nicole on Facebook or Edmund Chapman on Facebook. We love to have y'all. We love having guests on here. It makes it fun for us. It makes it fun for you guys. We love having fun. Don't worry about being shy. Don't worry about, I'm not that time. I'm an introvert. Don't worry about all that. We have fun on here. As y'all see tonight. And we dive into some really good topics, and we trying to see what men and women think about different topics. So again, if you want to be on the first Wednesday in December show, contact Tashina Nicole on Facebook or myself, Edmund Chapman, on Facebook. Also, if you would like to sponsor us, we're looking for you. You can message Tashina Nicole on Facebook, or you can email me at eddieed30@gmail.com if you'd like to sponsor us, or if you'd like for us to advertise your business. If you have some type of business and you want us to advertise it, you can email me, or you can hit Tashina Nicole on Facebook. And I think that's all our church announcements, y'all. Again, we love that you guys came on here. And like I say every single week, I love you. God loves you. Go out and be great on purpose. Peace out, y'all. Thank y'all for joining our show tonight.
I think my baby hot. Don't speak to any moment. Product of her environment. Shout out.